Saving, saving, and more saving. That's what the Chinese are famous for. While Americans are struggling to keep their national rate of saving above 5%, the Chinese have maintained a staggering 40% saving rate over the last 30 years. But for young Chinese, this may no longer be the case. Economists say urban Chinese under the age of 30 has a saving rate close to zero. That's not good for them, but it's fantastic news for China's credit card industry. The Shanghai Daily reports China's credit card defaults in the second quarter more than doubled from figures a year ago. Credit card defaults jumped 131% to more than $800 million. The problem is growing hand in hand with the booming use of credit cards. But in the last 2 years, the government has been encouraging the use of credit cards to stimulate domestic consumption.
I think it's very convenient. When I went to the supermarket, I don't need to take cash with me every time.
Credit cards make our lives and our work easier. They also represent the modern way of consuming. They suit today's lifestyle.
But despite this growing trend, some consumers still prefer to use cash.
I think having no credit card is better because otherwise people can become addicted to it. They could easily be involved in a personal financial crisis. These days, the level of consumption is too high and it's no wonder people are in debt.
I don't like using a credit card because I feel under a lot of pressure. I feel like I always owe money and I need to pay it back every month.
According to the China Daily, the number of credit cards issued last year in China nearly tripled to more than 140 million cards. Many of the major credit card companies used in China are American ones. This rising debt has caught the government's attention. In July, China's Banking Regulatory Commission ordered banks not to issue credit cards to people under the age of 18 and banned them from offering gifts to new credit card users. More recently, a rule has come in that says personal credit records have to be kept for 7 years. Compare that to here, where the People's Bank of China has kept a credit report database only since 2006.
Banks should consider everyone's financial level. If a bank gives a credit card to a high-risk customer, then they may not be able to pay off their debts.
But despite the growing concerns, experts say China's default rate is still low compared with the West. China's defaults accounted for 3% of all credit card lending in the last year, but in the US that figure is 7.5%. While cash is still king here in China, there's no doubt that credit cards like these are gaining in popularity, and more credit card loans are predicted as more and more young Chinese consumers are spending everything they have. Sylvia Gunawan, BON.